Marriage is beautiful, regardless of what the community has said, regardless of what the marriages around us seem to look like. Marriage itself is beautiful. I see marriage as a platform where two people come together, two people with vision come together, and both of their visions are manifested. I don't see marriage as a platform where one person has a vision, the other person has a vision, and then one person's vision has to die and only one person's vision continues to go. Instead, I see a platform, I see it as a platform where you help me attain my vision, I help you attain your vision. And even points where the vision gets blurry, I am there to keep pushing you on. And I don't see how that is not beautiful. Knowing surely that instead of you having to toil the ground alone, to sweat alone, to take care of yourself and your family, you have someone by the side who you can share responsibilities with, who you can share life with, who you can share the struggles that comes with life with. I don't see that as, I see that as a very beautiful thing. We begin to see marriage as a place for cooperation, a place for coming together, to work together and not competing. It's never a matter of of who earns more. It's not a matter of who does what more. It's about who has the ability to do this at this point in time. If I am sick and you as a man I put in a position to cook, would you say you can't cook? Because according to your tradition, men are not supposed to enter the kitchen. If the woman is put in a position where she has to pay the bills because of one thing that went wrong with your husband, can you put yourself in a position of taking care of your husband without demeaning him, without disrespecting him, and still pay the bills and not seeing him as less of a man? It's all of these little things that I believe marriage is all about. Coming together, working together to see each of our dreams, each of our visions come to pass. Seeing each of our visions, each of our dreams come to life. I once heard a story of one man who decided to, I think he decided to take on side jobs, and take on side jobs to take care of and also take care of his kids and his wife while his wife went to school to study. And when you hear certain stories like that, they are rare, because it's rare for a man, especially in those days, for a man to decide to stay at home and take care of the kids while his wife goes out and follows her dream. It's usually the other way around, right? And when I heard that story, I felt, yeah, this is what marriage is all about. It's not about gender. If we constrain marriage to gender roles and forget to extend grace to one another whenever it is needed, we will lose the virtue of love. Instead, we would now begin to work with tradition. We would now begin to work with laid down rules. No matter of any of those rules, laid down rules or traditions, it's about being able to bend and take the form of love to cooperate in a marriage. If you keep saying, I'm not wrong, you are right, if you're not, marriage is delicate and it takes two to tango. Right? It takes two to tango. So when you're looking for, I was telling someone yesterday, my sister-in-law, we were having a conversation, and I thought that one thing I look forward to having in my partner is the ability to be teachable, right? That means we all have an already laid down mindset, right? But the ability to be teachable will put you in a position where you are able to unlearn those things and learn new things without the hardness of your heart, even when your heart is hardened. Because there are still times when, even though you are teachable, there are still certain things that would hurt your pride, right? So you probably just want to push them aside. But as a teachable person, the thing is, even when you push them aside, you know that even when you push them aside, a part of you goes back to them to attend to them, because that's just who you are. You want to see the truth that could be, the possibility of the truth that could be in this thing, right? So marriage is beautiful. It's always going to be beautiful, and marriage itself is beautiful, and it's always going to be beautiful. However, the people in the marriage is what makes it either beautiful or not beautiful, right? So that's all for today, guys. Have a wonderful week. Bye bye.